Welcome back to this Let's Play of The Last Remnant. Last time we finished off all the bases and we got ready to go to Koenigsdorf, but I wanted to stop by and see if Duke Gore had anything to say, and, well, he doesn't. He's not there. That's interesting. I wonder where he is. We'll find out soon enough, don't worry. I'm gonna have to split this battle probably into several episodes. It's really, really long. Of course, we've got to have our cutscene first.
What is the Duke of Gore doing here? He wasn't supposed to know about this!
The Duke has eyes and ears the world over. We should not be terribly surprised.
Apparently, it took a level in badass. Not that fighting a pizza cutter is really all that difficult, but... And he turns the pizza cutter into... Voltron! Well, I guess there aren't 5 of him, or... How many? There were 2 Voltrons, and one had more than 5, but... I haven't watched Voltron in like 25 years at least, so... Forgive me if I don't get the references exactly right. And, it says defeat the Alamelivana, and, well, there's a problem. It's not here yet. Yeah, we have to wade through a couple legions of spam first. We have both the Gaou and Whiteout available on tap for this battle, so hopefully we can use it to just kind of dispense with a lot of the random junk enemies. Normally I would probably just sort of fight them all individually, but for the purposes of this video, I am not going to just sort of sit there making you watch just sort of long stretches of just normal fights, because they're boring. So these guys are substantially harder than the guys who are outside the bases. Well, I don't know, substantially. They're harder. And there are a lot more. Alright. And I guess we're not going to get the option of using either of those. Now, Jägermeister's group got poisoned, but because of the wishing claim, they that poison wears off almost immediately. It's really just not letting me do Whiteout. It's annoying. If you really want to force an Arcana to happen, the best way to do it is to turn off all of the skills that aren't involved in the Arcana. Once you actually learn the Arcana, it's easier. I wonder, maybe actually I don't have enough invocations cast to cast that. Oh well. I still got Gabriel. And, you know, it's not like you can't just beat these guys the old-fashioned way. Assuming we can stop missing. One of my individual party members actually died. I'm not entirely sure why Glenys didn't switch to a healing there, but that's the joy of this game. You don't get that level of control. Ah, dang it. Even more random guys. But hey, we got Cyclops over there, so. I have a feeling this unit is not going to survive this turn. It'd be kind of embarrassing to die to these random guys. Vivification Tincture is the advanced form of the vivification herb. It works pretty much the same way Hartshorn does. It's more expensive to use, but it heals. with a good showing there on Obsidian. I actually expected Jager to be doing more damage with Giovanna, but he's just not doing it. Now this Elemental Volana Synthesis guy has a special attack called Hurricane, which he does every couple of turns. He has to use the Cyclone Charge ability first, and I guess they just, most of the, enemies that have those end-of-round attacks, just do them. He, I guess, has the charge up for, dramatic effect. And even more spam! And no gay bulk. I'm really kind of sad about that. Oh well. Get our somewhat traitorous Cyclops back up to fighting speed here. You can never actually see how many hit points it has, but apparently your party members know because they know when to stop healing you. And that Darien did not do anything there is probably an indication that's it. Probably should have made a point of having people engaged as a deal instead of just healing on the side. But, looks like Emmy's got something going, so that'll probably be 100 flowers. Making it all the way through all those enemies is fairly low, so... It looks like she can only use it against the unit they're currently fighting, so... And mostly I use that ability not for its great damage, but for the fact that it gives that special art dodging, where you're not exactly invincible, but close enough. in this particular fight, while you don't necessarily have to kill all these side guys, they all have the capability to heal, so it's essentially very much in your interest to, you know, get rid of them. Not that it's ever sort of in your interest to let enemies have more allies than necessary. Defeating them in detail is a good one. I don't know, for an attack to be called Catastrophe, it should really be. Silencing that is actually going to do anything, but hey, you know, why not? And they got hit by a speed debuff from, it doesn't just affect status effects at the Wishing Coin, it also affects your ability to wear off debuffs of all kinds. So if it's bad, it doesn't last as well. Mostly, that's not a huge benefit from the standpoint of most of the things that enemies do to you, other than paralyze and silence, aren't really all that bad. But your party members will spend time trying to cure them, and if they will wear off on their own instead of having to be cured, it just frees up your party members to do other things. Running amok! I don't know, as amok goes, that was not for any... That was, you know, maybe walking amok? Crawling amok, maybe? Now, Hurricane will be worse now because everybody is standing right next to it. But, it's never bad enough that I'm really all that concerned about it. I'll have Dave use Ex Machina here, which is exactly the same as 100 Flowers. Well, I guess it's not exactly the same as 100 Flowers. 100 Flowers and Omni Strike are short-range arts. You actually have to sit there and watch them try and hit you. Whereas Ex Machina and Beowulf, for that matter, are long-range arts. They just do them from a distance. That's more running amok. It's not lots of amok, but you know, it's some. So if you're using Ex Machina, the only thing your other party members can do is ranged attack, long-range type attacks. And we got 100 Flowers, so we'll just use that. Generally, if you're using Omni Strike or 100 Flowers, other members of your immediate group will do, you know, at least basic attacks. I'm not a big fan of that victory cry, especially when it's immediately followed by another. But at least no one died that time. I see some amok running in my future. That's running amok. Wow. That's actually kind of bad. Fortunately, it just did Hurricane. I don't think it's done a Cyclone charge yet, so I'm probably okay from the standpoint of I'm not going to get wiped here. Or I guess wiping is an intransitive verb. You just do it. You don't get wiped. You just wipe. But the advantage to the Cyclops is that it means that somebody's always kind of holding the fort down, and the enemy isn't raid locking you. There's always something going on. There's always something in its face, even if that something is not particularly dangerous. It just holds the position. And there are a couple other summons I guess we could use, but they're just not showing up. Oh, how nice of them. They cast speed on it. Alright, he's got Cyclone Charge set up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everybody just hold off from a distance. Well, this looks like not everybody has that option. Now you guys are just going to have to go in there and enjoy it. I don't know why it declares run amok as a question mark, when that's the only thing it does with a question mark attack. And more or less we're just going to wait for the Hurricane to pass, and then try and swarm the thing. I don't want to swarm it until Hurricane has gone off, because if I do, then it will, I'll have to heal everybody again, and we won't really be making progress. But we're doing a little bit of damage. Was not as bad as before. So now I'm going to have everybody charging in and, well, as many people as possible actually engaging. To see if we can get some flanking attacks in. That was a crawling amok, I guess. Oh, it has Desperate Wail and Victory Cry. I guess they wanted to make sure your morale never got above, halfway or something. Unfortunately, these guys did not have an option to engage and heal. They could either attack or heal. And the frustration of that is, I guess, part of what makes this game challenging. Is you don't always have exactly the command you wanted. Well, I guess if these guys are not, well, they should have had an option to stay on its flank. They didn't. against these major bosses, you really don't want to multi-deadlock them any more than you have to. It's better to have people attacking, you sort of set up people attacking from flanks and then try and keep them there, like I did with the Gates of Hell. But sometimes best laid plans of mice and men don't always turn out so. Well, normally I would sort of be expecting a hurricane this turn, but it's starting with a flash, so I'm gonna go for the throat. I guess that was kind of... well, no, it was just crawling him up. Not surprisingly, it's exploding. Well, let's see how bad it is. Morale's a lot higher now, so we do have that advantage. Like most of the late game bosses at Cass, it seems like it's sort of a trend for the later game bosses that they all use Miracle when they're hit point stricken low. Ooh. That was some wandering around muck at least. It hit more than one unit. But I think this ship is going down, which about bloody time. Now, except these guys all decided to, instead of attacking and healing, or just healing. Alright, well... that deals with that. The pizza cutter mecha falls. And that hissing sound, I have no idea what that is. There's just this hissing in the background.
That means nothing to Master Given.
I was actually concerned that, you know, I left something on the stove or something.
I must surpass my mother.
I hope to put this power to great use. Hasn't stopped me from growing.
And we learned all sorts of random junk. And we got some money. But we're going to go into a bunch of cutscenes, and I'm going to do that in the next episode, because we're, you know, out of time.